Welcome back, Julites. Rise and shine. I hope you all are doing well. So today we are installing this 32 inches blonde wig from SHEIN. The lace is a 13 by 5, and when you put it outside the box, this is how it looks like. Initially, I would have worn my wig like this, but I've had an upgraded class, so I went on ahead to do the plucking. I'm going to bring you a detailed tutorial of how to pluck based on what my teacher told me, and so you do stay tuned, okay? And with the plucking, I use this tweezer to do the plucking, and I put it on this head canvas as well. My intention was to actually record it, but I realized it was going to be very long and the plucking needs a little more detail, so I'm going to bring you a different tutorial on that. Now what I'm doing here is applying my foundation shade onto the wig. Usually like according to what I learned based on my class upgrade, I would use a tint mousse or a lace mousse to tint the lace, or I would actually bleach the knot since it's a human hair. But I mean, you all know I've traveled. I don't have every product with me, so I went on ahead to apply my foundation shade to my lace. This is what I've actually been doing for years, and it's been working for me so far. So I still did it anyway. And because I had makeup on, I applied some alcohol on cotton pad and wiped the makeup on the forehead where I was going to be laying the wig, okay? And then when I wiped it, I had to blow dry it so that there's no trace of products or alcohol on my forehead, so that the lace can actually really stick onto my forehead very, very well. And then by putting the hair on my forehead, I'm trying to make sure that it is well placed on my head and making sure that the ear tabs are sitting right on top of my ear. You see that the lace extends my ears, and when you install it like that, you are really going to look funny because the lace will literally cover your ear. So you need to make sure that you are cutting it in the direction such as like diagonal, so that the wig sits directly on top of your ears, just as if you were wearing your natural hair, you would push everything behind your ears, right? Exactly. So the wig sits on top of your ears, but then you need to make sure that you are cutting the lace diagonally so that it appears like this, right? Like this. We do this so that there is much comfort and you are very much convenient as you rock your wig, okay? And I did the same thing for the other side. And while you are at it, you also need to make sure that you have the center part of the wig sitting right at the center of your head. I'm talking about your nose bridge, right? So you trace the comb from your nose bridge and you divide the hair into two so that you know exactly what you are doing and how the lace is sitting on your head. And for my skin guard, I'm using a different care skin guard. The purpose of the skin guard is to remove every product, number one, and then also make it dry, like make the place very, very dry. Usually for people who actually sweat a lot, we go in with the skin guard about 2 to 3 times. If you sweat extremely good, you have to use about 4 times the skin guard, as in applying the skin guard about 4 times. And for my lace glue, I used the Jocelyn lace glue and applied just a thin layer. I only applied just 1 layer because you all know I don't wear my wigs for a long time. When I wear wigs for a long time, I get a lot of skin irritation, and most of the times I also get rashes at the part where I lay the wig for a long time, and I don't like the installation removal when I have to deal with the residue of the glue. So I usually use a glue spray. But this time around, I was going to wear the wig for an event, like for an outing, which you're going to see the vlog very soon on Sunday, so please do stay tuned, okay? So that's why I use the glue here. And then I banded it for about 10 minutes before I removed the band, and then I went on ahead to cut the lace. And cutting the lace, you see the way I am doing it. At first I'll go in a zigzag motion, like you'd see me literally doing zigzag. But I also learned that you can cut it this way, roughly. You see the way the lace is looking rough. So we cut it this way, and it will still not, like, it will come out not looking funny. So I cut it based on the shape or the hairline of the lace, and then all the parts that were left in, I went back to apply the glue and I reattached the lace. And then I used my contour to tint the hairline. Usually if you have a tint mousse or a lace mousse, you can go ahead and use that, but I use my contour because I don't have many of my products with me, and I don't intend spending another money to purchase new set of products. Thank you very much. And then I went on ahead to add a melting spray from Jocelyn and banded it for another 10 minutes. And in removing the band, this is how the lace is looking like. I went in more with my contour. So again, use a tint spray, a lace mousse if you do have. And then I used a wax stick. I got a wax stick from the SHEIN package. You know, when they sent me the wig, the wax stick was inside, so that is exactly what I used. And then I pressed it with a hot comb. The hot comb I'm using is from She Glam, okay. And then I'm going to be doing a center part. I don't intend doing any extra hairstyle today. So with the central part, you need to make sure that you are laying it in sections so that you have a very flat up and pim. You want the top of your head to be very, very flat, so you don't just go ahead or straight forward to do the straightening, or sorry, to do the hot combing, but you go in sections so that it will be very, very flat, like you are seeing what I'm doing. And you don't also apply the wax stick too much, otherwise the place is going to be looking very, very greasy, okay. And then when I finished, I combed everything and started going in with my straightener to straighten the hair. The name of the straightener is Tervix, Tervix. Tervix. I got it on Amazon. I actually saw the reviews on TikTok, and it has been an amazing. So I've used this straightener for close to 3 years now. This is my 3rd year, and it hasn't given me any issues. And all I'm doing is just one passes. I'm not doing more than one pass. So you can see that it is heated and everything is going on smoothly. I really, really love it. And for the straightening, I didn't add any product to the hair. Usually when I'm installing my hair for a very fresh, I don't add many products to it. I love to see how the hair reacts upon first usage. Before, if I'm doing a second wave, then I'll go ahead and add products. So for my first installation, I typically would not apply any product in my hair. That's usually how I do it. But you can, go ahead and use products. If I were using the hair for a second time, I would have probably used a heat protectant, and then I would have also used a hair mousse and then blow dry it before doing the straightening. But like I said, I've given you the reason already. And the product I used right now is called a molding spray. You can also use a holding spray. I just used it to tame the hairs more because I realized that the wax stick wasn't really doing it for me. So that's why I added a molding spray. I bought it from one vendor in the US, but then you can use any molding spray you have, and this is the results it is given so far. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I'm going to list the products in the description. Please do come back for more beauty tutorials. Over here we do beauty, lifestyle, storytelling, and impact like storytelling, Bible stories, okay. So I'm going to see you soon. My name is Juliana Amoateng. Do make sure that you follow along and stay tuned for our usual vlogs on Sunday. See ya. Bye.